What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? And I just realized what I forgot.
Jeez.
I forgot to put my headphones on. That means I forgot to change the audio output. That means you was not going to be able to hear Henny Demore at all if I wouldn't have did that. So God is good. God is good. Listen to me, man. I don't give a damn what you're going through. I don't give a damn if your mama said you wasn't gonna be nothing. I don't give a damn if your daddy said you wasn't gonna be nothing. You might actually not be nothing too. But god damn it, the Cowboys won. So you a winner today, god dang it. So let me get a big hell yeah in the comment box, man. I ain't even got my soundboard here. I thought I had it with me, but I don't. It lets me know that my children are using it to play roadblocks. You know what I'm saying? Like I told my son, like, look, bruh, I'm a grown ass man, dog. You can't just like go in my garage and just take my whole laptop and my cord, bruh. Like I feel low key, like, you know what I mean? Like you feel me? Like I feel like I almost got to get out there with him or something. But bro, you can't just do that. You just can't do that. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, it is your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. This is the first time I've gone live all day. You want to know why? Because, man, I had stuff to do. Hell, you mean? I had a gang of stuff to do, man. I had a gang of stuff to do today, man. I got back yesterday from the game, obviously. I got back yesterday from the game. And shoot, man, like your boy was shoot, I was wore out already. Then I had a little court in this morning to get my daughter's last name changed. You know what I'm saying? And that went beautifully. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the man judge who heard my case and just really understood what the hell I was going through in life. Appreciate you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you, sir. Let's see if we can get this up so I can edit this post. All right, so yo, it's your boy, man. So yo, this is my first time live today. We're gonna give y'all some cowboy content, man. I got about an hour for you guys. Hour of content, then we're gonna get on to the get on to the get on and get on. You know what I'm saying? So hey, if you haven't already, make sure you guys come up in here. If you haven't already, you guys already know the deal. Make sure you guys hit that share button. And then make sure you guys proceed to hit that star button. Make sure you guys proceed to hit that star button. It's your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. I appreciate everybody that is watching. No matter where you're watching at, man, I appreciate everybody that's watching, man. And yo, man, shoot, let's have ourselves a good show today. You feel me? Let's have ourselves a really good show. So, yo, who we got up in here? Let's do this SS real quick. Actually, let me introduce my cousin. Duh. What's up, Henny Demore?
Man, nothing much, brother. How you living?
I'm good, man. I listen. This is what happens when you only go when you. I only went live today, right now. So I'm all out of discombobulation. You know what I'm saying? The discombobulation is heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's heavy.
it be
You
like
know what I'm
that,
saying?
boy. It be like that.
Yeah, it do be like that. But yo, man, let's go ahead and get into it. You guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you guys must do is you must hit that share button. So I need every single person that is watching right now. I need everybody that's watching right now to hit that share button. I need everybody right now to hit that share button. Go ahead and hit that share button. I need everybody right now to hit that share button. It's your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. Let's go. So everybody hit that share button. All right, let's see who's sharing. Let me change this thumbnail real quick. Change this good old thumbnail. Hey, shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube too. I see some people that's watching on YouTube too. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitter, make sure you put that big old T up in there so we can see, show you some love too. Appreciate everybody that's watching on all the networks, man. We got 85 people up in here, man. You guys already know we are better content creators when we got about 200 folks up in here, man. It's some folks right now that are sleeping right now. I need y'all to wake them up with your shares, man. Wake them up with your shares. This is the final. This is the final. This is the final drive. What is the final drive? The final drive means that after we talk about this right here, brother, man, we is not talking about this game no more. So this is what we call the final drive. This is the final drive. Whether we score on this drive or not, no matter what happens, the game is over after this show, and we are going on to the New York Football Giants. So if you got something to say about these goddamn Bengals, you better say it now because this is the final. This is the final drive. The final drive, and we are out of here. Hey, I'm turn me down. Turn me down. This is the
Gotcha,
final
gotcha.
drive, and we up out of here. So, yo, man, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, shout out to the one person that's watching on Henny the Moore's channel, man. Salute, man. Let's get it. We building, we growing over there. Appreciate it. Love that. Love that. Love that. And shout out to the people that's watching on YouTube too. We got 17 people watching on YouTube. We got Jeffrey Lambarazzi. What's up, boy? I got Lucky Johnson. What's up with you? Got Auntie Charlene Evans. What's up with you, Auntie? I got Casting Cowboy 817, old fishing cowboy out there. Boy, I see you, man. Who else we got out here? We also got Joseph Kukalua. He says it's 5:30 in the afternoon, smoking that blunt and watching the best blogger for the Cowboys. Appreciate you, man. It's crazy how it's 5:30 in the afternoon for you, bro, and it's 8:30 in the afternoon out here. Hawaii
10,
is really how long?
10:30 out here, man.
10:30
5 hour difference.
for real. Hey, what's the weather out there though, Joe? Is it hot or is it cool? You let me know. I went to Hawaii last year in July. It was pretty live, I ain't gonna lie. I liked it. I liked it a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, let's go ahead and give some shout outs. Hey, man, I got a big shout out, man, to myself, man. I got to shout out my damn self, man. Because listen, man, I never knew really how important it is, like last names and stuff like that. And, man, when your daughter wins a huge race and they call her by a whole nother last name, that mess will really mess with you, bro. And since that happened, man, I've been on a quest to get my daughter's last name changed to mine. So got that changed today. So listen to me, man. We running the ball in life. So for everybody that prayed for me and interceded for me, you know, while I was going through that, I appreciate you. You were the MVP. I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it, man. Do this SS, and then we're going to get into this content. All right, let's go. CJ Jensen, what's up, boy? Hit that star button, boy.
Shout out Lucky Johnson tapping in with me.
Oh, Lucky Johnson. Where the hell Lucky Johnson at? He on YouTube?
Yeah, he over here on my page tapping in with me.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Lucky Johnson got 2 phones, one for the plug and one for the load. He got 2 more. Hey, you know Kevin Gates really had 5 phones on that song because he had 2 for the load. He had 1 more. He had another one for the girls, and he was trying to get 1 more. That's 5 total phones. That boy Lucky Johnson, he over there Kevin Gates on there. You know what I'm saying? Because he live on my YouTube too. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Mary? What's up with you, Auntie Mary Evans? What's up with you, CJ Jenkins? What's up, CJ? Hey, Darren, my boy. Hey, my boy, Darren, the only person in the comment that's in hit stars. You're the real MVP. Appreciate you, my boy. Christian, what's up with you, my boy? He says Pollard may not be a RB1, but he's not a straight wide receiver either. I disagree with that. Kenyatta, what's up with you, Hendricks? Angelina Smith, considering his biggest play of this season has been a pass play, I would strongly disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that Tyler Perry. I think that Tony Pollard could be a full-time wide receiver before he can be a full-time running back. Because he can do everything at the wide receiver position. There's things at the running back position that he can't do. Pass block, can't do it. Can't do it. Nope. And when Dak gets back, you're not going to chance that. Like right now, you can't really have him pass block. Not with Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? But yo, let's go. What's up with you, Auntie Inez? Hey, man, I want to shout out DCBU, man. Listen to me, man. I had an event, and every single person in my event had a DCBU vest on. So you know what that means? The whole club was there, man. And they came out and supported, man. I would have been nothing without DCBU this week. And I appreciate y'all, man. I ain't about to sit up here and act like my party was just, oh, yeah, it was cracking. Oh, it was cracking, though. But I'm just saying, DCBU, they put that flavor on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something else. They got quality time with the player, bruh. Like, this was like a private event for them. It was a private event for them. Like, they got private time with my boys. So, appreciate you, DCBU. Y'all always got love over here on this side. You know what it is. All right, so, yo, let's go through this SS. After we go through this SS, we about to bum rush this show and get the hell up out of here, man. Andrew McMurphy, what's up with you, my boy? Sean Poe, what's up, Sean Poe? DeWitt Gravy, what's up with you, DeWitt? Brandon Blankley, what's up, my boy? CJ, what's up with you, my boy? Anthony Tardy. Tyler Skibbo, what's up with you, my boy? Darren, what's up with you? Darren, hit that star button. CJ, what's up with you? Angela Smith, what's up with you? Christian, I see you. Wait, there's Katana. Miss Katoya, appreciate you. Randy, Angelina, Christian, CJ, and Inez. Appreciate all you guys on Facebook. And then let's tap in with the people that's watching on Landlord. Hey, man, you need to inbox me, man. I was looking for your phone number today, bro. Like, literally, I was literally looking for you today. You know what I'm saying? Inbox me, man. We about to do some shows, bro. You know what I'm saying? Eric Willis, what's up with you? Jeffrey Lambazari, Tupac with a mohawk. Charlene, what's up with you? Joseph Kukalua, what's up with you? Corey to the max, what's up, Corey to the max? Eric Willis, what's up with you? And then hey, I see you guys. I see you got like 2-3 people watching on YouTube. Shout them out.
Let's see. Hey, Jeffrey Lombard. Okay, I'm finna butcher cuz name. Jeffrey Lombardazzi. What's up with you, man? Lucky Johnson tapped in. Like, hey, we all good, man. Everybody on here that's on here.
Let's
I
get it.
appreciate y'all tapping in with us.
Let's get it. Hey, I'm eating that chicken and dumpling though. What y'all know about that chicken and dumpling though? You don't know nothing about that, huh? Old country boy. I thought you was old country boy, huh?
Man, you already know I know what's up, boy.
You ain't eating that chicken and dumpling out there no more, boy.
Man, you know what's up with me, man.
You ain't eat that chicken and dumpling, boy. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. This is how we gonna start this show off, right?
Talk to me.
Listen to me. I'm happy we won, bro. I'm happy we won. And I'm gonna tell y'all this too, Cowboy Nation. Y'all knows I keeps it all the way 100. All the way a buck, Chuck. A lot of folks didn't have us winning this game. But West Coast did. Henny the Moore did. God did. Listen to me, man. It was an ugly win. It looked like that win looked like your ex. I know it was real ugly. Scandalous. She's so scandalous. But listen, man, we got that mother sucker, and that's the only thing that matters, man.
Facts.
So I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. No matter how ugly it was, before we push on to Tuesday, we gonna appreciate this win. Because let's just be real. The Dallas Cowboys beat a starting offense and defense with a bunch of backups, or at least a bunch of guys that's trying to what? Like, listen, bro, our whole team is our whole offense is in flux. Like, everybody's moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just in flux. So for the Cowboys to come out there and muster up a win versus a team who played successfully last year. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the Cincinnati Bengals are not the same team from last year. They are not a good team. Just keeping it real with you. But guess what? You still could have lost that game. So you know what, man? I'm happy that we won that game because we needed that win. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. At the beginning of this season, call me a hater, call me a non-Cowboy fan. I don't personally give a damn. But I said that it was what was most important about this start of the season is that we split them 2 games. We had to get one of them. Like, I'm be honest with you. I would be capping if I sat up here and said I thought we were going 2-0 because I did not. I didn't believe it. Even when I first saw the schedule, I was like, I mean, me and you both, and I ain't even gonna just say me and you both. I think most people were saying, bro, if we can get one of those games, I will be actually pretty good, especially with them both being at home.
Right. Again, when you look at a schedule, the youth to break the season down into 4 quarters, they'll take it 4 games at a time. So in a 4-game stretch, you want to try and win 3 of them. So, I looked at the schedule. I saw Tampa Bay. I saw the Bengals. I saw we had the 2 divisional games.
The Giants and then who's after the Giants?
Commanders.
So,
look, don't get me wrong. I am happy that we won the game. But like I was saying before, the Bengals, I know that they went to the Super Bowl. But people got to remember, they got hot and went on a run. They were not consistently a great team last year either, because they were 10-7. At one point, they were like 5-6. Like halfway through the season, they went on like a 5-1, like a 5-1, run at the end of the season to get to that 10-7 record. So it's not like they were consistently good from start to finish all year. They struggled. They were blown out of games. They lost to the Jets. So it's and then you can't consistently expect with that level of O-line play to win games against solid teams with solid defenses. So I felt that we would win this game. I doubt we would win the game by 2 scores. We had our starters,
Facts.
but I still had picked us to win this game before the season started, and so I'm happy with it. I would have preferred to beat Tampa, who is actually a team within our conference. But I would take a victory, especially with how poorly we played week 1.
Yeah, and this is the thing I would like to say. If we would have beat Tampa and then we would have lost to the Cincinnati Bengals and my quarterback just got hurt, I would be sitting here feeling totally different than what I'm sitting here right now. And I think everybody would be sitting here looking different. Just think about this. If we would have lost, say we would have beat Tampa Bay and then we lose Dak in that game, but we beat Tampa Bay. Then the very next week, you lose to Cincinnati Bengals. Guess what? Your record is exactly the same. You're still 1-1, but I'm going to tell you this right here. You feel a totally different way about that 1-1. So I'm saying it like this. This is the ugliest situation you can ever have. And in the ugly situation, we got the prettiest person. We got the prettiest girl. That's just what it is, man. We put a wig on a pig and we dressed it up. And that's just what it is, man. Sometimes you just got to take your wins when you can get them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be praying, Lord, Lord, save me, Lord. And he sends somebody to punch you in your mouth. You be like, Lord, why you punch me in the mouth? Because he going to save you from that ass whooping that other dude was about to give you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Henny, has your mom ever swatted you and be like, damn, mama, why you hit me? Because I'm trying to save your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hit you because what you was about to do was about to get you killed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes in life, you just got to kind of take it like that, man. So it's like, listen to me. Did I expect Cooper Rush to play well? No, I did not. I expected Cooper Rush to play as good as a quarterback that the Dallas Cowboys released. And that's a fact. The Cowboys literally released Cooper Rush. Like, think about this. If somebody else would have wanted Cooper Rush, he wouldn't even have played yesterday on Sunday.
Hold on. Let me respond to this comment.
Let me finish real quick. So to think that the Cowboys were able to get a win in a game where you weren't supposed to win, bro, I'll take that, bro. My luck ain't that good. I'll take it. He said Dak ain't a winner. Your mama ain't a winner. Hell, you mean you about to get blocked immediately? Dak got how many wins? No. We ain't gonna take all day with these losers, bro.
Look, I gotta say it to get out the way.
I know, but let me be the bad guy. Okay, you be the nice guy. Okay, I'll be Lil Wayne, you be Drake. Okay, it's some of y'all that are just losers. You are a loser. You're a loser. You're like, there are some of you guys that are just flat out losers. And being a loser, you blame one guy for everything. And that's just being factual. You know what I'm saying? Winners, we understand that it takes more than me to just win. That's why when people get on the stage, they be like, yo, I just want to thank my mama. I want to thank my daddy. I want to thank my auntie and my uncle. Because winners understand that it takes more to win. But you know what losers think? Losers think it's all them. So if you think Dax is not a winner after winning 56 times in the NFL, yeah, you're a loser. It's okay.
Yeah, so like he has to listen. I know people dog Dak Prescott, all this crazy shit, but y'all listen to the media too much. The man has
the media's not even saying that though, bro. The media's not even saying that.
No, they talk about these little narratives they have, like Dak struggles against good teams and
I thought you were saying about Dak and Cooper Rush. But to say the media is not saying that Cooper Rush should be the starting quarterback.
That's not what I'm saying.
Nobody's saying that.
They talk about Dak Prescott had the 4th most wins since 2016 as a starting quarterback. All right,
they talk about when he came in the league. Since he came in the league, say that. Since he came in the league.
Since he came in the league, he's been one of the top winningest quarterbacks in the league. All right, when you think about it, the only time that Dak Prescott has ever had a losing record is in the season he was hurt and only played 5 games. Because you remember, he won 13 games his rookie season. He won 9 the next year. He won 10 the next year. We were 500 the next year. He got hurt in 2020, and he just won 11 games as a starter the year before. So what are y'all talking about? how does Dak not win when he only has 30? He only has 33 losses in 7 seasons. That's barely like 6 losses in a season. The man is y'all don't make sense. The stuff you're saying, you can do math, you can do simple arithmetic. It's not even calculus, motherfucker. And you can figure out that this stuff is not true. You can figure out that stuff is not true. Like 2 plus 2 is 4. So all this garbage time narrative. If he only done lost 30 something games, how's he padding his stats in garbage time losses? How many times has that been blown out? Rarely. It's probably a handful of times. So how is he supposedly getting garbage stats? How is he supposedly beating up on bad teams? Also, he's 18-24 against teams with winning records. All right, that is close to the same winning percentage as Aaron Rodgers. It's close to the same winning percentage as Drew Brees, and that's a better winning percentage than Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. All these guys, they love to put on the pedestal. They don't win against winning teams either. That's the point of being a winning team. It's hard to be the winning team.
Facts.
Like, how do you think they win 14, 15 games? They lose to anybody.
Facts.
So I need y'all to stop these narratives. Like, every quarterback that's not named Brady or Mahomes has losing records against winning teams. Facts. Matter of fact, I think it's Mahomes, Wilson, and Brady that's still in the league that has winning records. So out of the 3 guys that are in the league, they are the only ones who have winning records against winning teams. So if you say that Dak only beats losing teams, then you're talking about every other quarterback in the league.
Good point. All right, let's jump in. Let's jump into this run the damn ball, man. Let's talk about. I got Zeke up, man. Let's talk about Ezekiel and these running backs, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Questions. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I want y'all to put it in the comment box right now. 25 attempts, 105 yards. 25 attempts, 105 yards, 4.2 yards per carry. If I told you Zeke had that for a game, you'd be saying, damn, that's a pretty good game for Zeke, right? Well, that's what Zeke has currently for the entire season. And hey, make sure you guys hit that star button also. Make sure you guys hit that star button. I think we're currently at literally at 500 stars. Let's see if we can get to 1,500 stars. We're literally at 10,000 stars away. Let's go. Make sure you guys hit that start button. But yeah, that's what Zeke is at right now. He has 25 carries in 2 games, man. 25 carries in 2 games. And 105 yards, averaging 4.2 yards per carry. If that was a running back playing in a regular season game, you know what they're saying? That dude had a pretty good game. So the problem 100% is not Ezekiel Elliott. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because, like, I was watching this video from A to Z Sports. I didn't even know why I'm giving these dudes a shout out, but they made probably the dumbest video I've ever heard in my life, talking about that the Dallas Cowboys are cheating Tony Pollard by his reps. I'm like, bro, what video are you exactly? What film are you watching? Like, they up here using last year's stats. And listen to me, bro. Miss me with this crap about, Tony Pollard was getting 6.2 yards per carry when he touched the ball. Yeah, but he was only running the ball 4 times. Like, think about this. There was a point in the game versus the Buccaneers where Zeke was averaging 7.1 yards per carry. But that was on 4 carries, bruh. What did he end up with? He ended up with what? 10 on 50 in averaging 5. So it's like, bro, yeah, of course it's going to be higher when you do it less. But man, we got to stop that, bro. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're saying that Tony Pollard can only do that, then bro, that's not a running back. That's like saying, what if I told you I have a tight end who's a great tight end, but he does not block? That's not a tight end. That's a wide receiver.
Yeah, but this the thing too, though. When they speak about Tony Pollard, like, they are still doing him a disservice, even wanting him to play running back, because you already know he cannot be a 3-down back. He cannot pass block consistently enough to keep the quarterback up. So, and you really don't want him to run in between the tackles, because what is his strength? His strength is speed. His strength is that he has 4.3 speed and that he can hit his head on the goalpost once he get a seam. Well, you really don't want him running up the middle of a defense where there's linebackers and the defensive tackle and everything else. That pretty much neutralizes his greatest asset. So again, why not just put him at slot? That's something he did in college. But I don't understand it either. You can't really blame Ezekiel Elliott. I'm looking at the rushing stats right now. There are currently 19 guys with more carries than Ezekiel Elliott. Already. Joe Mixon already has 46 carries. He already had 21 more carries than Ezekiel Elliott. Leonard Fournette has 20 more carries. Jonathan Taylor has 15 more carries. So there's several guys with 30 carries already. So you can't really say that Ezekiel Elliott is performing poorly. Because look, even on the 15 carries, if he had got another 10 carries, he still would have had a 100-yard game. He had 25 carries in 2 games. Like until they can get until they get Ezekiel Elliott up to 20-something carries in a game and he doesn't perform, that's a different story. But if the reason that Zeke is not performing is because he's not getting the ball, you can remedy that. There's no reason that you can't make Ezekiel Elliott the workhorse when you still have a need a receiver. You can move Tony Pollard to receiver, fill that need, and give Ezekiel Elliott the lion's share of the workload. And yes, if you want to, you can still kick him back down in behind the behind the line and hand him the ball a couple times. But it doesn't need to be 15 carries for Zeke and 15 carries for Tony. It need to be 25 carries for Zeke, 5 carries for Tony. Tony need to catch the ball about 5 times.
Facts. Because if you only put Tony Pollard as a running back, you're taking away his greatest talent. His greatest talent is catching the ball and running afterwards. The biggest play for the Dallas Cowboys this year is a pass play to Tony Pollard. Mm-hmm. And that's a fact. That's a fact. The biggest play of this season is a pass play to Tony Pollard. Hey, shout out Jones with the $2 super chat.
And that's the same thing we've been talking about. He didn't have to run all the way down the field or nothing. They flipped him up. They flipped him the ball like an inch away from the line. And he took off.
Yep. All right, next up, let's talk about this Gallup thing, man. Auntie Charlene says, what happened to Dennis Houston? Is Gallup playing Monday? Well, to update you on Dennis Houston was waived by the Dallas Cowboys, and he is subject to waivers, basically meaning the Dallas Cowboys want to put him back on the practice squad, and they're going to bring somebody up. Now, a lot of people are saying the speculation is because of Michael Gallup and Michael Gallup supposed to being back, but I'm going to be honest with you. Jalen Smith just signed with a team yesterday, and he's not playing this week. It is very far-fetched to think that the Dallas Cowboys allowed Michael Gallup to practice one practice, and then all of a sudden he's playing in a game that we're going on the road. So that means technically you're going to have one less game to play him, the one less day for him to practice. Nope, I do not believe that Michael Gallup is playing on Monday. Do we play on Monday or Sunday?
We play Monday night.
Monday night, yeah, he ain't playing. I don't foresee it. And to be honest with you, man, without Dak Prescott, man, and listen to me, if you really think that Dak Prescott's going to be back week 3 or 4, that's when Michael Gallup's coming back. Like, I'm just being honest with you. If you honestly think, just think about this. Why bring Michael Gallup back when you can just bring Jalen Tolbert up?
And it's another thing. Michael Gallup was never on the pub or IR, remember? So it's not like they needed to clear a roster spot for him. He's already on the roster.
He's already on the roster.
So
exactly.
So they're either they're going to bring in James Washington off of IR, or they're going to bring up Jalen Tolbert. And even with James Washington, I don't know how healthy he is right now because I haven't heard anything about it.
I haven't heard anything about James Washington. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even have James Washington making this team. So, it will be hard for me to believe that he's going to come in here and make an impact. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing. If the Cowboys are saying that he could play Monday, that makes me believe that he's going to play versus Washington. That's what I believe. Because when they say he's able to play, because you got to think like this, they're saying that he could play Monday, but they haven't even practiced him yet. So they still have to let him go through this week's practice and evaluate him, then say it. It doesn't make no sense.
Right.
It doesn't make no sense. And like you said, great point about what you said. Michael Gallup was never on pub. You know what I'm saying? He's always been on the active roster. So the Cowboys didn't have to do anything with Dennis Houston to get him under. I think Dennis Houston was more about Jalen Tolbert. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. This is my kind of thoughts on the wide receiver position right now as a whole. When the Cowboys released Dennis Houston, it kind of signified that they don't really know what they're doing. Because think about the disparity in this. You have a guy that you started over a guy that you drafted. 2 weeks into the season, you kicked him all the way off your team.
Mhm.
Like, you didn't feel that he was good enough to still be on your team and probably just be like the number 5 receiver or number 4. And then on top of that, when did Dennis Houston get targets?
He didn't really get targeted. He had 2 catches for 16 yards,
Listen
but
to me. Michael
he didn't
Gallup
have a.
ain't stretching shit with a torn ACL. Stop that bull crap, man. Stop that. Stop it right now. Like, I need y'all to stop that right now. You guys are talking if Michael Gallup is coming back 100% healthy. He's about to stretch what? What? He tore his ACL, bro. He did not break a thumb.
Yeah.
He has to use the same muscles that he ain't used in forever, man. And then think about this. Chris Godwin, week 1. What happened to Chris Godwin week 1?
Missed his hamstring up trying to compensate.
Like, come on, man. Y'all got to stop. Like, this is the thing that trips me out about Cowboy fans. Like, you guys will literally shoot a hole in your tire and then go out there and be like, oh, yeah, this car is about to run the race of its life. How? It has a busted tire. Even if you fix the tire, you put a spare on there, there's still going to be a difference. Because what you guys are doing right now is you guys are setting Gallup up for failure because you're expecting for Gallup to come in here and be Gallup, period.
That's another thing.
You can't expect. That's not fair. That is not even fair, man. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, man, because
that's not fair.
Gallup, I think Gallup shouldn't come back until Prescott comes back anyway. Because I don't need him to come in and the worst thing he can do with this organization is put out bad tape.
Yes. And you don't want that with Cooper Rush. And listen to me. This is bigger than Michael Gallup is not the guy that needs to be thinking I need to come back from injury and save this team. No. Bro, you signed a how many year contract?
5.
5. Okay, you need to think about getting through that 5-year contract. Like, that's not your job. That's the offensive coordinator's job. That's the O-line's job. That's not your job, Michael Gallup. Because that wasn't even your job when you left. Amari Cooper was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, but I'm really at this point. I feel like they're going to try to rush him back because when you think about it, Schultz may not miss a lot of time, but he's going to miss time. You know what I'm saying? I don't foresee Dalton Schultz suiting up. So when you think about that, and you think about the inconsistency of the other receivers, like Noah Brown had looked pretty good, but we still haven't got a 100-yard game for CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb still hasn't caught a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Tolbert, like he may get caught or may not, but he hasn't panned out just yet. They just let go of Dennis Houston. James Washington's health is still in question. I don't know when he'll be back. So they're getting thin at pass catchers because even the other tight ends they look good in preseason, but when live bullets are flying, that's different than the shooting range.
Yeah, and think about this. Think about this. Without Houston, you have now, even if you put Jalen Tolbert in there, at least Houston played in 2 games. Now you have a guy who hasn't even played in the game. Put Tony Pollard in a freaking slot, man.
Yeah, so that's why I said, like, this noise around Gallup, I think they're really pushing for him to come back at this point.
Yep. Hey, my boy John just had an amazing point. He said they released Ridgeway even though that was the pick they got for Amari Cooper. Imagine that. So basically, we basically got nothing for Amari Cooper.
Then that boy had a 100-yard game with a backup quarterback.
Like, we basically got nothing. With the release of Ridgeway, we basically got nothing. We traded Amari Cooper for a guy to practice for a training camp body. Because that's all Ridgeway was a guy that played in training camp. That's what we traded Amari Cooper for a training camp body. I'm making a video on that tomorrow.
And then when you think about it, if they had managed the roster better, there was no reason to release Ridgeway. Because remember, that happened because they weren't keeping a quarterback or their kicker on the active roster. So they had to make moves to bring Maher and Rush up.
And think about this. You cut, and then you had to release Ridgeway for players that that you could have put on waivers. You put Rush on waivers, and nobody wanted his ass. Nobody wanted him. Like the Cowboys are literally doing stuff that nobody else is doing, bro. Nobody else is doing this. Oh, manipulation. Nobody else is doing that.
And
Yeah,
besides,
like this is the equivalent of you guys know back in the day when you get your first job and they be like, damn, you know you can make more money on your check if you put zero on your taxes. Yeah, but then your ass gonna get smacked too, though.
uh-huh. You ain't gonna see
That's
no
not
kind
a
of
hookup.
refund.
Yeah, like tell him, Henny, that's not a hookup.
Nah, that's delaying the inevitable. And then
Yeah,
when you think about it, even if you wanted to say there was a smart thing to do, the roster manipulation, there were other players you could have cut
thank you.
that deserved it. Like
You only do that with players. You don't do that with draft
hey,
picks, bruh. You don't
why
do
is
that with draft
hold
picks.
on, hold on. Why is Josh Ball not cut? Because with the tape that he put out, there's no way in hell anybody would have picked him up. Like you don't cut guys that had good training camps or good preseasons because Ridgeway had a good training camp. He
He
had good
did, and he had
preseason.
good He had good preseason. Bro, listen to me. Ridgeway had good preseason film, and I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
why you know Ridgeway is a good player and a good defensive player. Because look at the freaking team that picked him up. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
team that picked him up. Has Washington always had a good defensive line for the
Yep.
most part? For the most part, and
They've had a great defensive line.
guess who their coach is? Ron Rivera, a defensive-minded coach. I'm sorry, but I feel like Ridgeway is that is. I'm sorry, but I feel like Ridgeway that is going to come back to bite us in the ass at some point.
At some point. And you know what? We were
A few
talking
times a
about
year.
we were talking about what us trying to hoard and keep defensive players, during preseason. Cause dog, they're deep. They are deep at the defensive line. I wanted to keep every single one of them. And that's one of our biggest strengths. You don't want to really take away from that. Well, look, especially when there's a guy on your team that everybody knows is ass cheeks.
Yeah, and
Like
I
this,
mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you right now. Listen, I know y'all gonna get mad at me when I say this, but I think it needs to be said. Listen, man, listen to me, man. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I love the little fella. I love him. But if this motherfucker ain't gonna bring no kickback, no kick return back, no punt return back, and the Dallas Cowboys is for sure not to throw the ball on him, why is Cavante Turpin on the team?
yeah, because they're not utilizing.
You're not using him, bro. What is the purpose, bro? The NFL is doing exactly what I told y'all they were gonna do. Yes, he almost broke one. He almost, but guess what? Tony Pollard can do that exact same thing, y'all. I'm sorry. I love Turpin, but the only really thing I give him is the punt return because I've seen Tony Pollard return a touchdown in the regular season in a real game. So I believe Tony Pollard can still kick return. And Tony Pollard doesn't even get the ball enough. So why would I not want him to have more opportunities to get the ball? Let Tony Pollard do all the kick returns. Right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. For what we need, bro, we don't. I would have rather had Ridgeway than Turpin right now. Because the Cow and it's not saying I don't think he's a dynamic player, but the Cowboys are doing exactly what I said they were going to do, and that is not use them.
And you know what? We had this conversation again in the preseason because we were having this conversation. Tony Pollard is the same kind of player, dynamic kick returner, 4.3 speed, can play receiver, can play running back, can do this, can do that. He never gets the damn ball. And Tony Pollard is a guy that they've seen for 4 years. They've seen Tony Pollard for 4 years. They know his tendencies, they know his strengths, they know what he can and can't do, and they still haven't used him correctly. So to expect them to use Cavante Turpin after just a
He
couple
said
of
TB is too important to our offense right now to let him kick return. Slumlight, slap yourself.
how is
TV
he
don't
important?
slap. Well, he's so important. What does he do? What does Tony Pollard do? He's important to your Madden team, but Tony Pollard barely plays on this offense. Like, what are we talking about? He's too important for kickoff returns. Tell me when people are getting hurt on kickoff returns. Most kickoff returns don't even get returned. You guys know that 90% of the kickoff returns go through the upright.
Yeah, we're gonna disregard that. He didn't
Yeah,
do
we
anything.
got to disregard that. All right, go ahead.
But nah, man. So like they have not shown that they can consistently use a guy like like Turpin because we like we said we already had the guy on the roster. So going in, there was little to no faith that they could actually do what they were talking about they were going to do. It's like Dez Bryant said himself. Dez Bryant said they should use him like they used to use Percy Harvin.
And Percy Harvin is one of the deadliest players to never really like. Percy Harvin should have been a Hall of Famer. He should have been a Hall of Famer.
His body failed
He robbed
him,
himself. Yeah, he robbed himself.
Yeah, his body failed him, man. He couldn't stay healthy for damn.
Yeah, but Percy should have, like, his body. Florida robbed him of the NFL. I say that. Like like the college football was rough on him. Because when he got to the league, my boy could not stay healthy. And the cool thing about the game is he was faster than Turpin and he's bigger than Turpin. I saw Turpin get hit on that play to that little end around, and that young man went nowhere. Like, I'm sorry. The only thing I don't like about Turpin is, bro, he's not breaking any tackles. Once they get a hand on him, he's going down. I mean, that's just simply because of his size.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When he got on that end around, bro, they was right there. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It is amazing that is the only way they know how to get this kid the ball. You mean to tell me the only way that you know how to get Turpin the ball is on a jet sweep? And I'm going to tell you this right now. This is what they're doing, right? Turpin won't play all game. All game. And then all of a sudden you come bring him in the game. Yeah, the defense now knows he's probably getting the ball, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something else about Turpin. I don't think he's gotten one play in the second half of a football game.
I'll have to look into that. I don't believe so either.
I don't think he's played a down in the second half of a football game.
Because look, like why, like, and then this thing, because he is that fast, even if you don't know.
0-2 team, slap yourself. We didn't beat the team that played in the Super Bowl. And the Bengals weren't even good in the Super Bowl last year, hence the reason why they lost. So stop it. Like, if you want to go get a participation trophy, go to another podcast, because we don't do that over here. I don't let my son practice for 4.5 days every day, and then we can go out here and be okay with him dropping the ball. No, we're not doing that. We've already established that we're happy about winning. You can be happy about winning, but you also have to understand that you have to improve to continue to win. You know what I'm saying? This season, listen to me, if this whole season was only about beating the Cincinnati Bengals, I would be happy. I would be perfectly happy. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly happy. But we've already talked about the shits and giggles. Now it's time to talk about the facts.
Hold on. Let me add on to that. If any of y'all are betting, I would take the Bengals against the Jets, but I expect them to lose against Miami and the Ravens.
Bengals are not good, bro. They're not good.
Look, they finna be 1-4, and people think it's crazy, but they're not going to beat Baltimore, and it's a toss up. They're going to beat Miami, but I know for they play the Jets, and that's really not a
I don't even know I don't know, bro, because the Jets just won, and they can get sacks. And Denzel Mims is balling too.
So we gonna see. But I don't see them being any better than 1-4 to start the season.
He said Turpin got us 15 huge yards on the winning drive. What's your problem? My problem is this. Your offense stalled 5 times before that drive, bro. 5 times. They punted 5 times before that quote-unquote winning drive. And it really wasn't even a winning drive, because think about this. The Dallas Cowboys were already up with 3 minutes left on the clock. Think about that. The Dallas Cowboys were up with 3 minutes left on the clock. So why is it that we couldn't just run the ball for 3 more minutes and not even give them the ball again? Why did the defense have to get back on the field? You want to know why? Because our offense mismanaged things. So we can't just be like, oh, we're happy. We're just excited. No, I can't be, bruh. I went all the way to a game, watched my team be all the way in front the entire game, and for the whole fourth quarter and third quarter, we could not score. And for some of you guys, that's not a problem. And think about this. Think about this. The Bengals won the second half of that game. Bro, we only scored 3 points in the whole second half. 3. Listen to me, from the field goal that we kicked to go into the halftime, we did not kick the ball again or score again into the last minute of the game, bruh. Into the last 30 seconds. We went 30 minutes without a field goal or a touchdown while the Bengals scored. Like, come on, bruh. Like, we can be excited about the win, but guess what? You also got to look at that and be like, damn, bro, we almost gave that game right back to them. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, if it was a fifth quarter, if we would have had to go to overtime, I don't know, bro, because the defense was dead, bro.
Yes, they've been on the field too long.
Defense, bro, they were on the game 36 minutes, bro.
Matter of fact, the last scoring drive that the Bengals had was down there 9 minutes. If they had to get back out there, I don't know. They could have got a stop, man. They were exhausted. They have been balling all damn game.
Yeah, he says we gave up no points over 20 yards. That's all point. Look, Nick. Listen. I'm gonna tell you guys. For all the fans that are just happy that we won, praise God. Praise God. But I want to ask you guys, if you've never played football or been inside a coaching room, this is how it kind of runs. We don't just sit up and talk about all the great things because we got to play a whole nother team. So I want to ask you guys, Richard, Nick Yak, when would you guys like to talk about the things that we did wrong? I'm just curious. When do you guys think, at what point do you guys think that we should talk about the things that we're not doing right? Because I feel like fans, you guys only want to talk about good stuff. So when do you guys want to talk about the things that we're not doing correct so that we can fix them? I'm just curious because I want to win more. I want to beat more than just a team that's on a 3-game losing streak and that's given up 31 sacks in the last 4 weeks. I'm sorry. That's who we played. We played the Cincinnati Bengals, who are currently on a 3-game losing streak and have given up 31 sacks in the last 4 games. That's who we played. Now, we're in a safe environment because we're all Cowboy fans, bro. At the end of the day, I'm still a Cowboy fan. Henny is still a Cowboy fan. But you know what we want? We want better from our team. We are tired of our kids sitting at home and studying and getting a C. And getting a C.
And look, C's get degrees, but we know we try to get them into Harvard.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. What you guys also need to understand, Richard Jones and my guy up there. I'm not trying to point you guys out, but I'm just giving y'all some love. This approach is not gonna work versus the good teams because it's not gonna work. It didn't work versus Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay is a 2-0 team. It worked against a bad team who is now 0-2. But you guys think this isn't going to work versus the good teams. The teams with winning records that we already have problems beating with Dak. Like, think about that. Hey, listen, if I talk about things then maybe this is just not the show for you, Richard. I've accepted it, Richard. Maybe this is just not the show for you. It's all good. There's a bunch of other, there's Law, there's Boss, there's all those dudes out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this right now. Law, he ain't doing shits and giggles. They don't do that. Boss Cowboy, he don't do shits and giggles. They don't do that. If I'm always negative, then this is not the show for you, bruh, because you're not ready to be real. You still want fluffy potatoes and stuff and rabbits and all the cute stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to say everything's cute. It's all good, bruh. Football's not always like that. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to be like that. But I'm going to tell you this right here. I get it. I might not be for you. Henny the Moore might not be for you. Can't be interviewed. It might not be for you. But guess what? If you are here and you are something, I'm for you. Let's get it. My boy says, do you think Zeke a better run up the middle or run outside? To be honest with you, I don't think it's neither. Well, I think what happens with Zeke a lot is when Zeke is running the ball, the entire defense knows. Like, I'm just being honest with you. When Zeke runs the ball, the entire defense, he says, you're also playing who is currently the AFC champions. There is no current AFC champion. Slap yourself. Richard Jones, I'm going to put you on timeout because I can see you just.
Hey, wait. Don't do it.
I'm going to time him out on comments for a minute. He need to chill out because he don't know what he's talking about. They're the rain. What are you talking about, bro? They gave up 9 sacks in that same game you're talking about. Go ahead.
I was going to say last year is last year.
Thank you.
None of that shit
what does last year got to do with us right now?
I mean, the Rams were the Super Bowl champions last year. Are they gonna win it this year? They don't look like the best team. They struggle beating the Atlanta Falcons the other day. So no, it's a year-to-year.
Think about this. The Giants are 2-0 right now.
First time
And
that
y'all trying
happened
to
in
talk to,
years.
y'all, you trying to tell me about last year? The Giants are 2-0 right now. The Philadelphia Eagles are 2-0 right now. And y'all want to talk about last year? Those are teams that are in our division. And y'all want to talk about last year? Hey, Richard Yak says Zeke can run better than his stats. He lost 9 yards with that stupid play call. Yes, he did. And if he lost 9 yards on if I'm not mistaken, he lost 9 yards on the mess up block, the Tyler Baez, and then he lost 4 yards on on the Zach Martin whiff. Good catch, Yak. I mean Nick, my boy Nick, Nicks. That's why I keep trying to say your name right.
And what's
Good.
sad about it is Tyler Bass can make that block because he made a similar block when he sprung Tony Pollard. It's just like Zeke has the worst look.
Yeah, and you also got to remember though, they were run blocking when Zeke was getting the ball. They were pass blocking when Tony Pollard got the ball. Because Tony Pollard's biggest run was a pass play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was, but it's just the fact that they pulled Tyler for I guess they were expecting the screen, but like he's able to actually get out of space and block pretty well. But I don't know what it is with Tyler. It's like he whips on those sometimes. Like he's athletic enough to make the damn play. It's just like I don't know if it was a fundamental thing or a mental thing. Just somebody had seen in the film that y'all brought up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, let's go. We ain't talked about. I know them some explosive topics. You know what I'm saying? Because we talking about y'all offense and they ain't good. Let's just be real. They ain't good. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? If you've been watching West Coast, you shouldn't be surprised because I've told y'all for a very long time that this offense was not going to get good. You know what I'm saying? He said, bro, that was more of a toss than a pass. Well, action pal, that's not what they called it as. It was considered a pass.
Jared Hines, hey, Henny, Russ should have had 5 picks. Stop the comparing to Dak. He is nowhere near Dak. Stop it. I never said he was.
Yeah, we never said he was.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I actually said that Cooper Rush could be himself. You guys remember this statement? I made a video that said Cooper Rush can be himself for 90% of the time. He only had to be Dak 10%. Remember I said that? I said, man, there are going to be players. There are going to be players. Oh my God, Nick Yak just said 55 is playing like a Pro Bowl player. He was his rookie year. Knicks, I'm going to have to stop reading your comments at that point. I'm not gonna block you a dingy, but we're gonna definitely talk about LVE because he is not playing like no Pro Bowl. I mean, I know you're counting tackles, but are you watching the game? That boy tackled somebody. He tackled someone on his own team last week, and he was so out of place, bro. I'm gonna just tell you this right now: if Jalen Smith was doing the stuff that LVE was doing right now, you guys would feel the way you feel about Jalen Smith right now.
And remember, Jalen Smith led our team in tackles, and y'all said he was trash.
Exactly, but I'm just saying the Wolf, he get all the passes. That dude literally tackled his own teammate last week, like literally.
But like I said, LVE he's playing better than he did last year. I will give him that.
It was a pass. What you talking about, action? What you talking about? Come on, Dub. I saw the pay. It was a pass, bro. I was standing right in front of him when he did it. They played it like a pass play. I don't care if his arm went up or it was a pass play. It was the design pass play. That's just facts, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, but that was a pass play.
Yeah, it was a shuttle pass. I know
exactly. That's what they practice.
Yeah, I know. It looked funny because they usually do the little shuttle pass up the middle. Because they usually do a mid screen for those, but they shuttle passes out to the side. Tyler Biotis pulled around.
Smackers, hit him with the smackers.
Yeah, smacked him, and he freed the dude up. So it was a design screenplay. It looked funny, but like yes, I thought it was a run too. I'm not gonna lie, live action. I thought it was a run as well. But
how quickly he got the ball because how quickly he got the ball.
Yeah, but they flicked it to him with a forward pass. It's a little shuttle screen, but yeah.
And the cool thing about the game is that play is designed to look like that. It's designed to look like that because if it's not open, he has another read on the top. Like he's gonna dip in, and if it doesn't look, he's pulling the ball back, and guess what he's doing? He's dumping it right over your head. So that's 100% a pass play.
And another thing, if there's anything that happens, it'll only be an incompletion. And so if he throw out that little shuttle pass and he drops it, incomplete. They can't pick it up. It's not a fumble. If that was a design run play, you toss it, slightly behind the line of scrimmage, and anything happens, it's a fumble.
That's a fumble. So that's that. Oh my boy, that boy. Hey, he ain't cooking today, man. He says you kidding, right? 55 and bar allowed Parsons to man, slap yourself. Slap yourself. No. We're not. I'm not even about to entertain LV having a good game, man. I got a whole video design on how bad that boy played. Like I'm on my mama, bro. But I already know I'm like the worst person to talk about LVE because everybody knows I'm friends with Jalen. But bro, LV's trash, bro. Like, he's not a good linebacker, bro. If he was making $10.5 million, what he was supposed to be making on that 5th-year option, bro, I would be highly upset because he is a horrible linebacker, bro. Like, he doesn't read well. Like, he doesn't fill gaps well. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, even the sack, bro. The sack, he got the sack because the quarterback got away from the person originally making the sack and ran right into LVE. Like, I'm just being real. Go watch the video. The pressure had nothing to do with LVE. They bent him up and he came back down, and LVE standing right there. He ran right into him. All he do is make a tackle. For a minute, I didn't even think it was a sack. I just thought it was like a I thought it was like a back of the line of scrimmage. To be honest with you, Marcel, you're absolutely right. My video, that's exactly what my video said. Marcel just took my whole video. I want to see Harper over LV at the middle anchor. Facts. Facts. Give me that rookie number 50. What do we got to lose? Like, what do we got to lose? LVE, I mean, Micah Parsons is able to play edge because he's freaking Micah Parsons. That's just what it is. Like, I'm going to tell you guys, our linebackers core does not just be playing good. That's the way why LVE. The reason why your linebackers aren't getting diminished is because your defensive line is actually balling. That's why I told you guys right now, the person who really shut Jamar Chase down was the Dallas Cowboy defensive line. That's who really shut him down. Because, bro, he did not have time to throw.
He didn't have time to do anything. Because, well, people forget Joe Burrow is a very athletic quarterback. He's not Josh Allen or anybody like that, but he will get up and run. And even the running opportunities for him weren't there like that. And matter of fact, I think, the way that they hit him anyway after he got down the sled, I think that took that out of his mind, to be honest with you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's give him a little update real quick on Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz has a PCL injury, the same exact thing that Ezekiel Elliott was fighting with prior to last season. Same thing he was working on. Now his is not torn. His is not torn, but I do expect shout out Los with the 500 stars. I do expect for them to kind of slow down with their distribution of Dalton Schultz, and I expect for them to ramp up one of these rookies. You know what I'm saying? Because what you want to do, honestly, is you want to cut, like, literally what you can do right now, I think, with the tight end while he's on this PCL is do what you're doing with Zeke and Tony Pollard. Split his carries with 2 other dudes. You can, the cool thing about it is whenever we're playing in 12 personnel, there's always 2 tight ends on the field anyway. So it's not like you're going to not, it's not like a running back where for sure Zeke's getting the ball. Like, you don't know if Dalton Schultz is getting the ball or not. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Dalton Schultz gets a lot of plays, but we are not running plays specifically for the tight end. We don't really do that a lot. He just gets a lot of balls because the other wide receivers aren't getting open. But we are not an offense that's out there specifically running plays to Dalton Schultz. Because if he did, he would have a ridiculous amount of targets.
Right. Because it's just the fact that he gets open. So it's not like
explain it a little bit better, because I feel like that might have went over somebody's head.
Yeah, man. Like, in our offense, the tight end isn't targeted like that, man.
No, the linebackers don't get credit, bro. Nick, do you know football? Do you know that there's a defensive line in front of the linebackers? So you really gonna give the linebackers credit for stopping the run and not the dude that's actually tackling the dudes, the defensive tackles? Bro, do you know if a linebacker is tackling a running back, he has 5 yards? Because a linebacker plays 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. So if a linebacker is tackling a running back, no, they're not stopping the run. The defensive tackle stop the run. That's their job.
Right. The only way that a linebacker is really making a play like that is if they're shooting the gap or the play has already been stretched out. So, like, it's not, once, because look, you got to think about it like levels to a defense, right? I'll break it down for you.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
The first level is the offensive line. The second level are your linebackers. The third level is going to be your safeties. So we're talking about run support.
DBs, and safety.
Yeah, so we're talking about run support. So you gotta get through this first level. That's your first line of defense, right? So like they're going to meet the running back for anybody else. So if they get past them, it is then the linebacker's job to clean up the mess. If the
Mhm.
linebackers do not get them, it is up to the safety because they are damn sure the last line of defense. So yes, it's really more important for your defensive tackles and your DEs to contain a running back more than your linebacker.
Yeah, because if he get to your linebacker, there's a chance he's going to get on your safety. If he gets on your safety, he's going to the house. There's
Right.
not a, listen to me. There is not a defense in the world that is designed for linebackers to stop the run. And if that is a defense that gives up 4 yards on every carry. That's not a good defense.
Right, because you will literally have to compromise your defense because if you can't get it done with your front, you would have to shoot your linebackers through the gaps damn near every play. And the moment that happens, that's when you're gonna get that big ass void. They're gonna play X right behind it.
Yep.
So you really want your defensive line to handle things as much as they can, and the linebackers just be support.
Mm. Hey, I gotta. So what's your thoughts on Dalton Schultz, real quick, before I put this next one up?
Great player, gonna miss him. Kellen Moore just needs to stick with the whatever game plan he had in the first couple of drives. I'm not gonna say the first quarter, the first half. Whatever game plan he had the first couple of drives, you need to stick with it for an entire game because you're down too many weapons to be trying to pass the ball. Your Pro Bowl quarterback is not there. All right, you just got rid of a receiver. Your top 10 tight end is not going to be there. So like there is no reason for there to be 30 something pass attempts in this game, especially with the type of game. This is going to be a very short game.
No.
Because look, the Giants have the number one rusher in the league right now, Saquon Barkley. He is the league leader in rushing yards at this point in time. Now I know most of it came in one game, but they are definitely trying to get get the running game going. And Dable is a guy. He was Josh Allen's offensive coordinator his entire career. So look at the rushing attempts for Daniel Jones. He's getting about five. He's getting about five or
Yeah.
six carries a game. He had 10 carries one
Hey,
game.
Haney, I want to point out something. I don't know. Somebody said we've been stopping the run for 2 weeks, bro. Leonard Fournette just ran for 127 on us last week. Like
Yeah, we gave up.
Cowboy fans, we got to stop. Just like we got to, like, I swear, we just be making up stuff on the fly. Like, bro, we have not been stopping the run. We gave up 127 last week. Leonard Fournette ran all over our ass, man. Did you watch that game? Like, come on, Cowboy fans. Come on, man. We are not. Listen, your defensive tackles that's what their job is. If defensive tackles are not designed to get to stop the run, then what is their job?
Right, and don't say pass rush because that's like Aaron Donald and Warren Sapp. They don't make too many of those.
Mm-hmm. Action pal. Hey, somebody had a comment in there that was actually pretty good, and I wanted to read it, but I can't find it again. But I'm still gonna show you some love because it was a damn good comment. And somebody said, "West Coast Henny, what do you do if Tyler Smith continues to play well at tackle?" That is a really good question.
Leave them
What you
there.
gonna do, Henny?
I mean,
You
shit,
just
it's
gonna do
done now.
guard?
I'm leaving them there. Like hell, Tyron Smith. Like
Because you got still got Jason Peters.
shit, them too. Like hey, they might need to retire. Matter of
Yeah, but
fact,
they're not about to.
listen, let the man get the reps. I know you want to kick him back to left guard. I get it. I understand. He was phenomenal as a left guard. But if he continues to improve as a left tackle, because he's playing pretty damn well right now, if he continues to improve as a left tackle, we have one problem solved for the next however many years he plays. Because if we move him back
And what
to
are you gonna do
guard,
about guard then? What are you gonna do about guard then?
man, has left guard really given us that much
Yes,
problems right now?
yes.
Not in the
And
run game.
yes, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. Not only is your guard not playing good, but your center's not playing good. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, the offensive line, when we make decisions about the offensive line, it cannot be singular. Like, there's too many moving parts for us to make decisions based off of what one guy's doing well. That's not how it works. Like, An offensive line, you can have the best offensive line to ever touch football. Like, think about this. That dude, Joe Thomas, was on the Cleveland Browns. He's rated as one of the best offensive linemen to ever play football. And guess what? He was on the Cleveland Browns, who won for the span of 11 years. I think they won like 12 games. You know what I'm saying? So you
I
can
think it's
actually
less than
have,
that.
yes, you can actually have really good, you can have really good play. But, bro, if you don't have really good play from a unit, it doesn't benefit you anything. You know what I'm saying? So to me, to be honest with you, if Tyler Smith plays tackle good, then let him play tackle. I mean, let him play tackle good right now. But more importantly, it's not about what he does best. It's about what benefits this team best. And I'm gonna be honest with you right now, bro. Tyler Smith out there playing tackle is good for him. But bro, you need that at a guard. You need that closer in, especially think about this. If Dak Prescott comes back versus the Rams, bro, that is Aaron freaking Donald.
I
There's
mean,
no
hell,
way I want Aaron Donald sitting in front of Farniak. There's no way in hell I want him sitting in front of a broke down Connor McGovern.
well, I mean, hell, they don't have to sit him in front of there because, like, hell, Tyler Biadasz is still bad anyway.
Yes,
So, like, hell,
exactly. But think about this. If I put Tyler Smith by Tyler Biadasz, now they can help each other. Tyler Smith can help him because he is strong. Right now, bro, I have my center not playing guard, my guard not playing good. That is a big asshole, man. The problem is, do you guys want to hold this big or you want to hold this big? Like, there's no way to really fix this because the Cowboys didn't do it right. But there
well, that's
really
my
is.
point.
But think about
And
this. There really is, though, because you have why. Listen to my question, bro. There's no way in hell I'm just going to think that Jason Peters is washed. The
I
only
don't
way
think he's
I would
wise.
do that is if I thought Jason, like, no, I'm not. Tyler Smith has not played so good that it makes me say, Jason Peters, you're not playing. No, nope, nope, no. And he's on a 5-year contract. So it's like, it's not like I'm losing him next year.
Well, so that's sort of my point. Is long term. Do you want it? Because we can do it your way, and it would work. Because like we already broke down the film with Jason Peters. He was great with the Bears last year. All right, we already seen what Tyler Smith can do at left guard.
I don't have
So
to have faith. Have film. Slap yourself. You go have faith.
so
You
this the
damn right I
thing.
don't have faith.
So this is the thing. Do you want him to have the development this year to be the guy going forward? Because we
I don't give
already
a damn
know.
about next year. I don't give a damn about. Listen to me, bro. You're talking to a dude that has spent almost $5,000 going to 3 games already. I don't give a damn about next year. I could. This is, bro. This is September 20th, 2022. Jesus is coming back January 1st. Like, I am miss me with that. I don't have faith in football. No, I don't have no faith in football. There's film, the other F. Faith is if you know what faith is, the absence of things not hoped for and things not seen. I don't need to have faith where there's film. The reason why there's faith in the Bible is because there wasn't film in the Bible. You couldn't just pull the film back and be like, oh, yeah, look at the film. Look at the film. Jesus did die and he did get up. See, look at the film. So you got to have faith to believe that. I don't got to have faith to believe in players, bro. There's film. There's film. There's a gang of film. You know what I'm saying? I got to believe in that. But listen to me. Your offensive line right now, the worst player on your offensive line right now is Tyler Biadasz. How do you help him? And think about this. He's the worst player on your offensive line, and he's also the guy that touches the ball every single play. I'm going to tell you this right now. Dak got hurt, pressure up the middle. He didn't get hurt on the ends, bro. Like, he is not, listen, he didn't get hurt on the ends. He got hurt because of pressure coming up the middle. That has to be addressed, bro. That got hit twice on his hand because of pressure coming up the middle. Tyler Smith needs to protect his quarterback in the middle and let Jason Peters, the 7-time Pro Bowler, like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, bro, you have a 7-time Pro Bowler who can play just as good as him. That doesn't make sense. Let him play. And then let Tyler Smith be a stud at guard. And then guess what? The worst position on your team is your center. But guess what? You have him surrounded with Zach Martin and Tyler Smith. You know what I'm saying? He said same player hit Dak on the same play up the middle. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. And think about this. You're going to get Dak back, bro. You gotta protect that. You can't just leave Dak out there with Farniak and freaking Tyler Biadasz. No. If that's the case, we should have signed a free agent guard. We
Well,
should have signed a free agent guard.
we should have signed a free agent guard. We should have signed another center, but no, that's beside the point.
I mean, or let Fournier, or bro, here goes an idea. Let Fournier play. Let him try out. Like, bro, they don't have no. You're gonna tell me we don't have nobody on this team that can play center too? Like, we can't have an open competition. Like, you guys fired the kicker in the middle of the ooh-ah woo-ah because you didn't like him.
So who?
You telling me right now?
Who is the backup center?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know to be exact. Well, I could probably look it up right now.
Because that need to be a thing. Because we up here talking about changing two positions because our center side.
Well, I'm Tyler. That's not actually not Taylor position. That's the position they originally drafted him for. So you know what I'm saying. Let's go see who they have listed right now.
Is it Fournier?
It is.
Or shit, that might be a thing because like our buddy was saying.
So think about this, bro. Think about this. You have Matt Fournier as your starting left guard in your backup center. So guess what? If your center sucks, you can't even bench him. You can't bench him because the guy that you're going to replace him with, and then guess who? Bro, oh my God, guess who the third string center is?
Who?
Guess who the third center is?
I don't want to guess because I'm gonna be hard. Is it Josh Ball?
I'm gonna tell you this right here. You can say every player on the Dallas Cowboys, and you're still gonna be wrong.
There is none.
There you go. I had to give you that. I had to throw that bone to you because I know you know your team. You can name every player on the team and you'd still be wrong. You only have two centers on this team. Probably Zach Martin, but he don't count either because he's starting somewhere else.
It's the Madden conundrum, right? One player cannot start in multiple positions.
Yeah, you can't listen to me. You're not going to move Zach Martin to center because then who's going to play guard? And guess who you have as a backup for Zach Martin right now? Guess.
Oh shit.
On the Dallas.com, they have nobody.
Yeah, because we already on our backup guard. Because we would have had McGovern. Well, we would have had Fournier as the backup guard for both of them, really. Zach is listed with no backup right now. I just thought about this, man. Like,
that's weird, bro.
Where is our middle depth at on our team? Because look, McGovern went down and Fournier came in. So who would have been? So Zach Martin. So he's supposed to be the backup for Zach Martin, Tyler Biadasz, and Conor McGovern because he's one guy.
Basically. Matt Fournier is listed 1-2 times. He's the backup for center. Matt Fournier is listed on here 3 times because he's currently the starting guard. He's also the backup guard, and he's also the backup center. So he's actually 3 positions. Freaking Matt Fournier. Think about this. Matt Fournier is his own backup.
Hey, yeah, let's move Tyler Smith to guard.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, by the sheer numbers, bro, you have to. By the sheer numbers, you have to. Like, bro, you literally have 1 guard in Zach Martin. Bro, you have 3 guards on this entire team. Oh my God. You have Zach Martin, you have Matt Fournier, and then you have Zach Martin, you have Matt Fournier, and Tyler Smith.
Wow.
Bro, you have literally, because this is what the guards are listed at. Conor McGovern, he's hurt. Matt Fournier, he's starting at guard. Tyler Smith, he's starting at tackle. Then think about this. Right guard, you have no backup at all.
Would y'all trade Zeke or Pollard for Ramczyk from the Saints?
No. Tony Pollard, yeah.
But they don't utilize him.
They're not gonna trade. They're not gonna trade. No, that's such a listen to me. If they was a crackheads to do that, they are not. The Saints ain't trading. They're not trading him at all.
Because when you think about
positions,
and when you think about it, they are not gonna want Zeke contract, and the Tony Pollard hasn't played enough for it even to be a fair trade.
Mm-mm. Yeah, he's not. He wouldn't command that type of player. Like he wouldn't. I like Ramchick though, and I like where you're going, but we don't have anything like that to attract anything like that. Like we don't have no player like that. That you know what I mean? Like they would have to desperately desire and bro, Matt and freaking Ramchick played like he plays guard, he plays tackle, and I would not be surprised if that mother ever played center.
I think
And
he
he
played
plays
all
all
five
of them pretty damn
positions.
good. He plays all of them pretty good.
You wanted Ramchick like a year ago, didn't you?
Hell yeah, I wanted his best bad 2 years ago. Bad, bruh. We could have drafted him low key, but it's all good. Jeffrey says, and Josh Ball is our backup tackle. Yes, he is.
But see, the beautiful thing about our tackle situation, like you said, we still got Jason Peters. They'll be ready.
Josh Ball is the backup for both. He's the backup for the left and the right, bro.
Yeah. Look, if we are actually able to make the playoffs, we will have a great tackle situation.
Why you say that?
Because Tyron Smith will be back. We'll have Tyron Smith, Jason Peters, and then hell, Terrence Steele still been playing pretty damn well as well. So we'll have a great depth of the damn tackle position if he's actually able to come back. They got him slated to come back in December.
I don't think he comes back, bro.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think December, bro. That means he comes back for 2 games. Would you really change your entire offensive line if it's playing good for 2 games to bring back a guy who's hurt? I don't think they would.
They probably wouldn't if they're playing good.
If that's the case, Tony Romo would have finished 2016. And I'm gonna tell you, if Tony Romo would have been on any other team and that would have been the situation, Tony Romo would have been the quarterback in that Green Bay Packer game. What's up with you, Gustavo? And I'm just saying that's because that's how other programs work. Like other programs, if you're the starter and you come back off injury, yeah, you get your job back. But in Dallas, no, they're gonna use injury to try to get that money. So I'm gonna tell you this right now: if we are the team that we believe that we are, and Tyron Smith comes back, they're not gonna move it. They are not gonna move that, put him back out there. Especially he ain't played in 15 games. That's damn near like starting over from training camp, bro.
Ain't played since January, boy. Now that you put it like that.
Bro, technically he ain't exactly. I was just about to say it because he didn't play 1 down this year.
He didn't play preseason.
Tyron Smith's last game was the 49ers.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, Tyler Smith. So what would you do next year? I can't foresee them keeping Tyler Smith. I can't foresee it. So
let me look at it. I gotta look at his contract before I can answer that question. I gotta look at his contract and really how the money work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see how the money work first. You know what I'm saying? But I know he makes way too much money to be anything. He makes way too much money to be a backup.
Exactly.
So I know they're not going to do that. Tyron Smith is. If he can only play 2 games, like at the end of the season, you're going to basically pay him $12 million for 2 games. So I would honestly think if the Cowboys got to the point where it's only like 2 games left, I think they would just take him out for the whole season. So you ain't got to pay him. Because the real question is going to be, what is going to be the drop off between Tyron Smith and whoever's starting now? What's going to be the drop off? And the drop off has to be is Tyron Smith better than Jason Peters right now? That's going to have to be the question. Is he better than Tyler Smith right now? And he's probably not going to be better than those guys right now. Even if he might be better than those guys in 3 months after some practice and some games, but we're going to be heading into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to want to do that.
Right.
That's part of the reason why Romo didn't get his job back. Because the Cowboys, man, we were heading into the playoffs. What we're going to do?
Yeah. And you got to think about it. The guy that you had in for him went on an 11-game win streak. So they didn't want to disrupt that chemistry they had built.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, Henny, man, we've been on here for about an hour and 30, man. Let them know where they can find your next article, man. And I'll tell y'all tomorrow, starting tomorrow. It's Giants, man.
Yeah, man. You can find me at Henny DeMore, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, WordPress, all that good stuff.
Hold it real quick, Nick. Nick, you don't have to pay him if you injury clause him. We know what we're talking about over here, brother. Okay? I need you to hit that Google button. I know everybody swear they know football until they get into a live show. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, oh, I've never heard that before. No, that's not how I work, Nick. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. You catch me on all platforms, man, on social media. And man, hell, pretty much my next thing I might drop an article, man, about the Giants, how we match up, and then we'll run through most of the statistics when we get back on these live streams and holler at them about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I will be back. I will be back. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll be tomorrow at 10 a.m. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, and I'll be live first thing in the morning at 10 a.m. Nick says, explain, this is what happens. When a player gets hurt, the Dallas Cowboys are able to put in what's called a grievance. It's called a grievance. Listen to me, you guys. If NFL teams thought that if a player could get hurt and they still had to pay them their entire salary, unfortunately, nobody would get paid, bro. Nobody would get paid. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. You know, that's just me. That's just being real. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Now players have what's called player association. They're protected by injury because why? Because under the CBA, they're another entity, but no, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? If an NFL player, think about this, if an NFL team thought that you were going to get hurt, if once you get hurt one time, they would never want to pay you. Because who would want to be on the hook for that? Like, you hear what I'm saying, Any? Like, who would want to be the hook on that?
Nobody.
Nobody would. And you got to think like this. If a player plays in one game and you pay him $50 million a year and he gets hurt in one game and you can't play for the rest of the year, isn't it fair that the team should get some type of, like, help? Like, it's not their fault the quarterback got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you think the team should get a little something back for that? Like, that's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? And that also makes teams make it so that teams don't try to purposely say that players are hurt too. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be hurt, you're going to be really hurt. Exactly. All right. He says Tyron will get $12 million. Dak got paid his injury season. Yeah, I believe you. I mean, okay. He says Tyron will get his $12 million. Dak, listen to me. Dak Prescott was on a franchise tag, brother. You're wrong again, my boy. That's the difference. Dak was on a
He signed a fully guaranteed contract.
That's a fully guaranteed contract. Nick, Yak, that's your fourth time. I'm going to take one away from you because you're a Cowboy fan. That's really your fourth time. But I'm not going to get that one on you because you probably didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Dak was on a franchise tag. That's why. A franchise tag, you're getting paid regardless. And it makes sense. Like the franchise tag, it makes sense. That's why teams are so like, I don't know if I want to do a franchise tag. Why? Because, bro, if he gets hurt, you've already paid the money. It's not about are you going to pay him? You've already paid him. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you find that tag, he gets paid. So ain't no going back into their bank account and getting that money back. You know what I'm saying? The reason why Dak got paid is because of that franchise tag. If Dak would have been on a contract, the Dallas Cowboys would have submitted a grievance for him. Yes, they would have. And they would have won because he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So, this has been a good informal show, man. I appreciate all the comments. He says, bro, that was the homie you was tailgating with this weekend. Okay, who? It's all good. It's all good. Hey, man, I love everybody, man. So I think people get like, listen, I'm one of those people. I don't get mad when people give me new information. I just be like, appreciate you for letting me know. So now I can go smack somebody else in the head with it. You know what I'm saying? So listen, don't be that person. I know we all grown folks and grown men here. So we ain't got to be all nice and touchy feely. You know what I'm saying? This is football talk. This is football talk. You guys know it's all love and you guys know I got love for you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we here to get some information and some content out. So guess what? Now you know that, Nick, and you can take that and you can do your opinions or however you want to do it with it. You know what I'm saying? But Action Power appreciates they be putting the fix in, not play Zeke. I believe it too. You know what I'm saying? I believe it too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's go. So, hey, man, I appreciate everybody for watching. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. It's your boy West Coast. I will see you guys in the morning, man, at 10 a.m. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.